All right, the Trendsetter here at Exotica 2017 in Edison, New Jersey. First time here for me. I've been to WrestleMania, I've been to WrestleCon, and nothing quite like this, but the same atmosphere, same feel. I'm here with a Hall of Famer, legend in my opinion, Miss Tera Patrick. Tera, thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to talk to us.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Hi.
First question I need to ask you right now is, what are your thoughts on the whole Justice League movie coming out right now? Are you looking forward to it? Are you not looking forward to it? What's your thoughts on it right now?
Absolutely looking forward to it. I was actually today buying my Christmas ornaments, and I'm going to do a Marvel Christmas tree. I'm a huge fan of the Punisher, and I do a lot of Comic-Con shows. I live in Italy, actually, right now. And
I so badly want to go to Italy.
It's amazing. Of course, you have to go, but they're not really into the Comic-Con culture yet. Like, there hasn't been a Comic-Con. And so, anyway, but back to, yes, I'm very excited for Justice League.
Don't worry about it. I know your heart's in Italy right now.
No, but I tend to have conversational Tourette's. I bounce around a lot.
That's fine, me too.
But no, I'm looking forward to the movie, and yes, I'm going to do a half Star Wars, half Marvel character Christmas tree.
Speaking of Star Wars, what do you think about the trailer for The Last Jedi?
You know, I haven't seen it, I'll be honest with you.
What?
No, I have not.
Okay.
And although...
What do you think is going to happen, though? The title kind of gives me a feeling for me that this might be the last time we see Luke Skywalker.
I hope not.
I hope not, too, but I got that feeling, though.
That's a bad feeling. I hope not.
Were you depressed when Han Solo got killed?
Oh, God, yes. And you know, the crazy thing is...
And Harrison Ford wanted to do it for so long. He wanted to kill his character off. He finally did it.
Yeah,
It broke your heart, though, right?
It broke my heart. And you know, funny enough, today I was having a conversation. I went to the Menlo Park Mall here in Edison.
Nice mall in Jersey.
Nice mall in Jersey. I was shopping actually for Sophia, my daughter. She's 6, and we were laughing about how we were crying over Groot dying. Like, we were talking about the last time we were really emotional over a movie. And I told her when Guardians came out and the scene where Groot, I was bawling in the theater, and I said, this is so strange. But yeah, I was very emotional.
A lot of people joke about that. For example, we follow pro wrestling, and there's something about a great match and watching a great storyline in professional wrestling that you can't help but cry, because we all get emotionally invested in a wrestling match to a movie. You get emotionally invested into that character, and so there's a great resemblance there too. I want to ask you real quick about the business.
Well, but talking about wrestling, which is funny, I'll tell you, I watched it when it was WWF.
Yes, and then they got the F out, basically.
They got the F out, and the funny thing is we were talking about this today because in Italy, the region that I live in, Veneto, there's finally, WWE's coming. They're doing some live matches, so I'm going to go just out of curiosity to see how Italians react to this.
I would say when it comes
to... it's going to be fucking awesome.
From my experience, Tera, and this will be your first time going to a WWE live event.
Yes, and in Italy.
Take your daughter. It is family friendly,
good.
and it's exciting, and it's a live event too, so it becomes more exciting. The crowd's more involved in it, so I would definitely recommend going free plug WWE right there.
Yeah,
but,
and
definitely
I love
go.
that it's going to be in Italy, and I think it's just going to be a whole different atmosphere.
It's a combination of athleticism and storytelling and showmanship. Exactly.
That's what I loved about when it was WWF. Like you're saying, I related so much to Andre the Giant. I could think of
Who's your favorite?
Back then.
Is it Andre or somebody else? Hulk Hogan?
You know who I liked? Ravishing Rick Rude.
Yes.
I don't know. Like, there's some, and of course.
He made it to the Hall of Fame last year.
Yeah.
So yes, he was great. And especially when you had the ladies get his attention.
Yeah, no, and the Ted DiBiase.
Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, yes. We actually interviewed him in our last episode, so he's a really good guy too. Had that laugh you couldn't forget though, right? Exactly, just like that. Everybody has a price for $1 Million Man.
Yeah.
But about the business, believe it or not, I had my conversation with my co-host, Jeff, about the comparison between the adult film industry and pro wrestling. You can kind of compare it to anything because it's as competitive as it can ever be right now, especially with social media being as popular as it is.
Sure.
Going back to when you were in the business, is it as competitive and cutthroat as people might think? Because in pro wrestling, everybody's trying to push everybody out for their spot. Is it kind of like that in the adult film industry? Well,
I would say yes and no. No, because the difference in adults that is probably shocking but not so shocking is that you're not competing for such a stature. You know, the glory days of porn are really gone. There's not millions of dollars at stake. So girls kind of don't really have that
killer instinct.
That killer instinct. I mean, you know, back, like I said, I mean, I'm here 16 years later. I've done the first Exotica show. For me, the most important part of having longevity in the business, I don't even know how many followers I have. I'm not verified. I could honestly give a fuck. My bank account, the longevity that I've had in the business is worth a lot more than millions of followers. Because I can honestly tell you, a lot of these girls that have millions of followers, they don't have any business sense. So to me, I'd rather exist off of social media, but I still have the name. I have my brand, and that's more important to me.
That's what I wanted to ask you too about.
You know, I mean, I don't know. So I don't get the whole social media thing. It's really not me. People know my name. I live halfway around the world, and I still function in this business at the top. So, and I don't need 1 million followers to do that. So I kind of think that everyone has their own strategy, but mine didn't. I don't know. Not having all the followers hasn't really hurt me or made a difference, I guess. I don't know.
No, I completely understand your
I'm
point
old
of view.
school. I don't know. I connect with my fans and make money on a different level.
And that's what I wanted to get to. When you come to events like this is your first go-round. It's my first go-round for me, but I can relate it to WrestleCon and WrestleMania Access, where the fans can actually come see the wrestlers or see the talent like you, for example, and say thank you, I appreciate you, chat a little bit, get more of that personal feeling touch. When you come to events like this, what do you take away from it? I mean, do you sometimes sit back because you do have a huge following, you have a huge name, a lot of people know who you are. Is it sometimes you sit back and wonder, wow, I'm just a normal person doing this? Does it ever hit you that way?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm very close to the organizers of this show. I was just talking with, doing another interview and saying that my webmaster, my website, the novelty company, most of the companies that I started with, I'm still with. We're in business together. I mean, this has been a long-term thing for me. I mean, Jenna Hayes and I are signing next to each other.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new girls, but a lot of us that have had, you have to stay in touch with your fans. And very important, something really important, I guess that you could compare to wrestling is that this job physically, you have to look and maintain how you look.
It's also besides the look, it's very physical demanding. Most people think doing a scene is something simplistic. So many variables that go into it. That's why I have so much respect for you. First of all, you're very professional. You're very down to earth. I think that's why you have such a huge following, in my opinion. And thank you so much for this. Real quick, though, Marvel or DC?
Oh, Marvel. Marvel all the way.
Do you think DC is trying to catch up to Marvel right now?
I think they are, but I will tell you what I can't be that biased, but I will say Marvel to me has very deep. I don't know. They're just a little bit deeper. I don't know. Maybe it's just that I always tend to go with the antagonist. Some of the characters I like are really, really dark. So
yeah, they have more layers to them. You wanted the Punisher remake. Who would you have as the Punisher? If you could cast them, who would you cast as the Punisher?
I would be curious to see Tom Hardy. I like Tom Hardy. I'm a fan of his.
He's actually going to be in Venom.
Yeah. There's I don't know. I'd have to think about that because I actually don't think any of the Punisher movies were good. So.
Well, I actually like the first one to a bit, but Tara, thank you so much. Before we go, I must say, I've done this. It's an exclusive thing that I do here, not for many, but I'll do it for you because of who you are. We have a thing on our show where we put the fingers up like this.
What does that mean?
It's basically a sign of being part of the elite group called the Crew.
Oh,
so touching the fingers right there now is official. From the Jersey Red Crew and the High Spot Podcast, you are officially... No, you're not. You're officially now a member of the Crew, which means that us, the Jersey Red Crew, my tag team partner, Martin, we will follow you, we will be behind you, and we will always have your back, so thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And thank you